Alright my friends, the Camry is here. We got the part and I'm gonna open this up. So this is the brand I'm using. This is like almost like 280 bucks. It's a part number right there. And it's a throttle body. And this is part 2. And we're gonna fix this stall. So this morning when I started up the car, I just wanted to take it around the block, see what's going on. But the car felt like the RPM, it was bouncing up and down. Then it stalled on me. I guess that's all throttle body. It's the magic of a throttle body. Alright, so here's the package. I'm terrible at opening up packages. I just rip things apart. And I did buy a brand new one, not a remanufactured, because I'm not a fan of that. It does come with a new seal, the gasket, and has a little filter to it. And then this is the throttle body itself. It does have 2 coolant pipes, so it does need a little bit of a cooling. And it does have that little sticker right there. So once you break that sticker, it's a done deal. And you cannot like return it. Alright, so let's take that off. And there's our only throttle body, and this is the solution to this car having no power whatsoever, and it stalls, dies, and gives you all those codes I put up there, 2106 or 9, whatever the code was. Check out my first video, I'll put a link below. This is part 2. Alright, so let's get this job going. Okay, so let's pop this open, and we're gonna disconnect this sensor here. So just push down on this tab and release that sensor. I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of other tools, and let's take off this guy right here. You could do this, something like this yourself. There's a clip here, what is this? Clamp here, take off this pipe. So it has 2 vacuum lines, or you could just take off this screw back here. So both of the vacuum lines I'm gonna take off. Very important you put these vacuum lines back in, or you will not, even if you want to pop up this cover here and move this out of the way, that way I'll give you more free play back there. And all I'm doing is taking off this second pipe right there. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this clamp here, and let's pop this guy open. Turn this to the side, and now there's a number 10 just like this. It's on the neck of the throttle body. You're not gonna see me take that one off, but I am gonna be taking that off. It's all the way down there because the camera's not gonna see it. It's all the, you see it right there? That's the one right there. And number 10 on it, and you're gonna pull off this whole pipe, the whole intake. Okay, once you loosen up that number 10, I did that with this number 10 1/4-inch drive with the ratchet, and all you're gonna do, I have taken this apart before, so this thing, it grips on just like that on the neck. So mine might be easier than yours, but you might have to work a little bit hard for yours to get the neck off. And once you have that off, and the whole thing should just come off. All right, one more thing. Take off this little retainer here, this little clip here that holds this harness, because you don't want to damage that harness. And also this vacuum line was right there, and I just yanked it right off. And now I should be able to get the whole neck off, and then we'll bring it out. Okay, once you pop up the neck, this whole thing should just come out just like that. Put it to the side, and right down here you have a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, let's tuck this harness to the side. Let's take off this. There should be a number 10 down here for this fuel line. You can leave it on if you like, but other than that, you have one, should be one back over here, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and 2 hoses connected to the throttle body, and that's about it. And there's nothing else. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna simply just remove the clamps for these pipes right here, both of these pipes. I am gonna go get a small little bolt, and I'm gonna stick it into the pipes once the clamp and the pipe has been removed, and that way it doesn't just keep spilling. Okay, tough camera angle, no worries. Be careful with the fuel line. So go get a needle nose plier or plier, and we're gonna take off both of these little clamps on the lines. These are the cooling lines. Once I push the clamps away, I am gonna go get 2 little bolts that should fit into the mouth of those coolant lines. And this guy, let's push this guy back. And after that, you could grab this hose. You see, it started to shoot out antifreeze. Just wiggle it around a little bit. That way, it's free for you to just push it back when it's time to remove it, because they usually have a gripped on to the housing there. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, a lot of pressure in the engine. That fast, we only went around the block. So I took off the radiator cap slowly and I released the pressure. So now I'm gonna go get some bolt. Okay, so I went and got me 2 little bolts, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply just, if you wanna drain the antifreeze, it's all up to you, but not all of it is gonna come out. You're still gonna make a mess. But let's use a little bit of leverage and pull this pipe back. It's leaking immediately as soon as we touch it. I guess that's how much pressure it has. So it's really no space down here. There you go. Should be easy to take off these pipes. You're just gonna make a little bit of mess. That's all good. It's normal part of it. Once you take this off, the other end's gonna leak. It's good. It's all right. It should stop in a few. And let's stick this little guy right here. Now it's time for us to take off the bottom pipe. Bottom pipe's gonna be a little bit harder than the top pipe. And let's get the second bolt ready. We already made a mess down on the floor. If you want to put a bucket, you can put a bucket down there. But here's the second pipe. Let's stick this little guy into it. That should block all the antifreeze from leaking. And we're gonna let it sit over here. Don't let any of the fluid go into the throttle body. Okay, so next we're gonna remove this connector here. The connector has a little boot. You can lift up the boot, and there's a little clip right there. You squeeze on it, and you should be able to take off the connector. Let's see if this works from back here. Alright, so squeeze it really hard and remove this connector. Push it to the side, leave it there. Now all we have is the 4 bolts. Alright, so grab a number 10 with a small extension and a ratchet. And what we're gonna do is, let's see if I can fish out the bolt, the back over here. Where the hell is it? Right there. So what I like to do is loosen them all and then just remove them by hand once they're loose enough. You should be able to do this yourself. Some cars have a different setup. Every single car nowadays have these throttle bodies. Usually they fail. You could clean them. Like you can see mine is pretty clean inside. We did service this before we made this move. And we're gonna take off these bolts, so just pay attention to the bolts. Sometimes they're longer and shorter. So try to put the same bolt in the same spot. And you shouldn't have issue putting it back together. If something is long, keep it separate. Just try to remember where it belongs. But if they're all the same, you can just throw them in the same order and leave them there. Alright, so let's take off this one. And let's see how long this one is. So these are same. This one is the same length. And this one is the same length. So all 4 are same length. And now if there's nothing holding this throttle body, it should just come apart. Do take off this piece, put it on to the new one. We can do that later on. But there's our throttle body. It comes right out. I'm gonna grab the new throttle body and the seal right here. This is the new seal we got. And make sure you clean the surface where it's gonna sit at. And give me a moment. I'm gonna get this bag off. And we're gonna put this back together. So this goes on the same way. You cannot go wrong because they do have these two ears. So try to put it in the same way. And we're gonna take the throttle body and put the throttle body in. Okay, my friend, so here's the new throttle body. I did mount that little guy right there for the fuel line. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna try to line it right underneath there. And we're gonna tighten up the bolts. If you need torque specs, you could search them up usually, but these are always, I always hand tighten this. And send me a message, I can get you the torque specs if you want. But it's time to put the 4 bolts back in. And this baby should run like new. You are gonna need to calibrate the throttle body. To do that, you're gonna have a high RPM or it might stall on you in the beginning. So the best thing to do is let it idle up, let it heat up, turn everything off. Make sure everything is off, AC, headlights, heat, radio, and drive around for a little bit and it should build its memory. Sometimes it takes a long time. You have to have few drive cycles. Alright, my other light died, so it's a little bit darker. It's alright, but tighten this, so do it in a crisscross pattern. So right now I'm just snugging it. So you're gonna tighten this when you tighten this, and then that, and then do reverse order all of them. So once it's nice and tight, there's gonna be no vacuum leak. You should be good to go. And that's it. And after that, we're gonna put the pipes in and reverse the procedure. Don't forget to put this connector in. If you forget this connector, nothing's gonna happen. And your car might just die off immediately. And that clicks in. Make sure you hear that click. Push this rubber boot on. All right, now I'm gonna tighten all 4 bolts. And then put in the pipes. Put on the clamps. Make sure you have no leak in coolant. And make sure you top off the antifreeze. And put the pipes back in. And then go for a test drive. So let's see how it works out. So I'm gonna end the video here. And after that, just take your time, finish up the rest of the stuff. And don't forget to put both of the pipes and stick this fuel line in there. So hand tight. And hand tight. All right, we're done here. So we'll test drive it once everything is complete. Alright, we're all done and it's time to take this little bad boy for a spin. Alright, so we're gonna go for a test drive now. Starts up really good. I did crank it up before anything. Oh, we got tire light. Gonna have to put some pressure in the wheels. Alright guys, here goes nothing. It's running pretty good. Before it was, I could feel it. Oh yeah, the difference. Look at that, I'm already above 20. I barely tapped it. Oh yeah, we're moving guys, we're moving. We're moving. Alright, so problem fixed. Bad throttle body. That's what it was. Wait for this red light. Can't turn on red. We ain't got our seat belt on. We're just going around the block. Ah, be quiet. All right, so to sum things up, just check your codes, throttle body, clean it. If it works out, good. If it doesn't, then you need to change it. You can try to clean the MAF sensor, oxygen sensor, but those things are not gonna probably work out. And we did clean the mass airflow sensor, and prior to, before we even started, even the customer tried, he has a spray right here. Anyways, oh yeah, it's pulling really good. All right guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna back into the shop. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a message.